2021, Meghalaya will be touching 1,600 crores. Infrastructure is obviously one of the key areas. Tourism and revival of tourism will be very critical for us.
What is happening around entrepreneurship?
The government of Meghalaya has taken initiative to give interest-free loans. Started with a pool of about 10 crores. I think at the end of the day, there are many more things.
Hello and welcome to this special interview. We are very lucky to be in Tawang at PT's Hall with a very special guest, the young and dynamic Chief Minister of Meghalaya, CM Conrad Sangma. This is high altitude, so I'm having breathing problems, so excuse me for that. I know that there is a show called Walk the Talk, but this show is going to be called Walk the Snow because we are walking the snow, as you can see. And this interview is also going to be a constructive one because we're going to take a break away from negativity and try to question the Chief Minister on what are the things that he's doing to turn around his state, because there is a lot of work to do. So today we'll keep that interview to that. So what are your priorities as far as your state is concerned? Because we are coming out of a very difficult COVID year and you yourself got COVID.
Absolutely. From the day one of starting the government, we have been very particular about ensuring that overall governance improves at the grassroots level. They've been focused a lot on the delivery mechanism. So we get a lot of funds from Government of India. But a lot of times these funds do not reach the people on time. And because of that, the results are not seen at the grassroots. So in the last few years, just to give you one example of a scheme like Manrega, which is our one of the biggest schemes that we get in the rural areas, that when we started off in 2018, the budget was 700 crores, 600 crores. And today, the same scheme, 2020-21, Meghalaya will be touching 1,600 crores in implementation of MG and RAGS. So we have increased it by almost 1,000 crores. So similarly, like that, in almost every scheme that we are seeing, we are ensuring that the spending level goes up and ensuring that the delivery mechanism of the grassroots goes. That's number one. But I think at the end of the day, there are many more things than that. So infrastructure is obviously one of the key areas. In the last 3 years of our government, more than 7,000-8,000 crores of infrastructure schemes, roads especially, have been taken up. We have focused a lot on grassroots movement of, for example, self-help groups. So when we took over, we had about 3,000 active self-help groups. Today, as we speak, we have almost close to 28,000 self-help groups at the grassroots level, almost having multiple self-help groups in almost every village. So we are seeing all these kind of activities that are taking place infrastructure-wise, delivery of of government scheme-wise, and also rural institutional setups like the different self-help groups coming up. So on and so forth. It's a very short interview, so I can go on and on. But yes, these are the few key areas. Agriculture, of course, is very important, especially in this COVID times. Tourism and revival of tourism will be very critical for us because it is one of the strengths. And seeing the overall situation in the country, tourism can be one of the big boosts for this region. You can see this beautiful lake here in Tawang area, in Arunachal Pradesh. Like this, there's so many potential areas. How could the Northeast work in a concerted way to pull the tourists who were outbound and going to the rest of the world? How can we pull them to places like this in the Northeast? I think these strategies maybe will require all the Northeast states to work together as a team.
Yes, and together is the theme, because if you don't work together, and because you need to market this entire area as a whole. When you started off in the beginning, we saw a lot of noise around entrepreneurship.
Right.
And just like the other states, the government can't create jobs. Government work should not be creating jobs. I mean, how many people can be given government jobs? That's the question you have and all the chief ministers of the northeastern states have.
Absolutely.
What is happening around entrepreneurship? After initially, now we are not hearing so many things around entrepreneurship.
No, entrepreneurship will always be there. So it's like a base that will connect many dots at the end of the day. So whether it's agriculture, whether it's tourism, whether we have small self-help group programs going on, one way or the other, all are entrepreneurs and they have to be connected. So the underlying theme will always be entrepreneurship. So when we started off by recognizing entrepreneurs, those who have done great, giving a pat on the back and telling them, you're doing a great job and continue to do that. And seeing their story, people would get motivated. But then we continued that beyond, and now we have gone into creating incubation centers. We plan to have about 50 of them. Right now we have created about 5 to 7 of them in different parts of the state. We're calling them prime hubs. So these are hubs where entrepreneurs will get space like any other incubation center. They will be able to get training. They'll be able to connect. We have IIM Kolkata partnering with us in these incubation centers. Not only that, apart from that, we have gone and had competitions where we had 700 entrepreneurs who have participated. We gave awards to about 100 of them, and even now as we speak, many loans and government schemes that were there, which obviously require to pay interest. The government of Meghalaya has taken initiative to give interest-free loans in many of these initiatives, so that it becomes easier for the entrepreneur to get the loan and also to finance their business. So many such activities are going in entrepreneurship also.
Right. Now you talked about the financial schemes, but any financial aid, direct aid that you're giving, is apart from the loan?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, we have just started with a pool of about 10 crores, which we are giving to different entrepreneurs, which is given from the state's budget alone. Apart from that, another 20-30 crores will be spent on farmer FPOs, where there will be different groups of entrepreneurs coming out at the village level who want to create, for example, infrastructure for food processing or any kind of transportation, anything to do with value addition. So those kind of FPOs and those kind of entrepreneurs are also being given support in terms of financial help from the state government's budget.
Right. And with that, we come to the end of this very short interview. We hope there'll be many more, and even some where we'll push some hard questions to the CM. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Karma. It's always a pleasure to meet you.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to EastMojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.